Leo, welcome to your singles reading. So let's start with where you are mentally when it comes to dating and relationships. Where are you emotionally? Any blocks or barriers? What's the advice for you? Tell me about the person coming towards you. Let's get timing. Any timing connected to this person? I love the Empress showing up at the bottom of the deck of a love reading. So the Empress energy, it's Venus. Venus rules relationships. And so there's a lot of love connected to this, a lot of focusing on what you love and value, and also just kind of that grounded energy, that balance that you're looking for. I just love this. In fact, the balance that I'm getting out of this Empress is showing up here in your headspace. So mentally, when it comes to dating and relationships, I'm getting Temperance, Sagittarius energy, a lot of internal balance showing up. Emotionally, I'm getting the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is a resistance energy, and the resistance energy feels more like it's connected to, because I'm getting the phrase, I'm not ready. We'll see what else I get when I clarify. What I get as this is it, the block and the barrier, I'm getting the Emperor energy. And so it's Aries energy showing up as your block and barrier, but this is confidence. This is knowing exactly what it is that you want to do and then not letting yourself be taken off course. It feels like that's the struggle right now, is that you're trying to figure out exactly what it is that you want to go after. There's something with your emotional kind of confidence that's not quite there yet, which your guidance now makes sense. What I'm getting here from a guidance standpoint is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a lot of burdens, a lot of responsibilities. This is coming through as emotional weight. There's something here that you need to let go of, connected to the past. Really focus on what matters to you here and kind of let everything else fall away. So anything that happened in the past, whether it's associated with a sense of guilt or some other negative energy, let it go. It's holding you back. It's not letting you really be open. Mentally, you're in the balanced place. Emotionally, you're not there yet. I am getting the Hanged Man energy. Seeing things from a big picture perspective is actually going to go a very long way here. When you're able to see things holistically, when you take a look at your past relationship or maybe all of your past relationships, what I'm getting here is things weren't balanced in the way that you were looking for. And so when you start kind of coming up with what your ideal list is or what your ideal relationship looks like, and then you take that, compare it to the past, what you get is a stark contrast. And so what the universe is saying, that's showing you what you need to let go of. Any kind of negative energy, any kind of, it could have been what I wanted, but it never did. And so that's the important point to note, that it never did. Six of Wands here. It feels like once you're able to see things from that big picture perspective and you kind of just focus on what matters here, that's where the success comes from. So taking the time necessary now in order to kind of work through whatever you are still carrying from past relationships, it's going to be in your best interest. Because the person coming towards you, Six of Swords. Now they may be coming from a distance, but they're already en route to you. So this person's on their way. I love that energy. Nine of Cups, this is what you're looking for. And so the more that you kind of compare and contrast your ideal person versus what you've experienced in the past, the easier it is to walk away. And then I get your card showing up here in your person. So Strength card could be another Leo, but that Strength card does indicate a lot of internal courage, just the way the person approaches situations. You're going to be very similar in a lot of ways. Is how I'm picking up the energy. When I look at it from a timing perspective, now the cups are slower energy, so this could take up to 3 months, but it feels like it's going to really depend on you reestablishing your happiness and really opening yourself up emotionally, because this feels very heavily connected. Let's get more details. Talk to me more about where you are mentally when it comes to dating. Five of Pentacles, ready to leave the past behind, leaving something here out in the cold. You've been working through. There's a sense of worthiness that you need to focus on, emotional worthiness. It's showing up in your mental space, but this, because it's that lack mentality, it's the I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, but it's showing up here with Temperance. So mentally, you've worked through I am worthy. I am good enough. I don't have to kind of bend over backwards for another person who's never going to see me for who I really am or never really get my worth and value. And so there's something here. Mentally, you've already done the work. It's emotionally where there's still work to be done. So let's see if I can get more around your emotions. Ace of Pentacles. Seven of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. So what I'm getting from you emotionally, really just kind of fight through this. That Seven of Wands is you fighting through whatever this is. But the Ace of Pentacles indicates to me that you want something solid and grounded. You want a new beginning, a new chapter. And so doing the work here, focusing on seeing the big picture, that compare and contrast to the past is really going to go a long way in opening things up for you. Tell me more about this block and barrier. Death card, change and transformation, endings and new beginnings. It's letting go of the past. When you're able to fully let go of the past and kind of remind yourself of your own worth and value here, that's when you're able to really embrace this new beginning. And I do have the Empress at the bottom of the deck, and the block and the barrier was the Emperor. So this feels like you're partway there, because this feels like the integration of your internal masculine and feminine, and you're building back some sort of confidence here. Tell me more about guidance. What else does Leo need to know? So seeing things from that big picture perspective, what I'm getting here with the Three of Wands is be patient with yourself. It's something that you kind of really just need to take that time, and it's not going to organically just fall into your lap. You're going to need to spend some time in this energy, really understanding things from that big picture perspective. But just like the Six of Wands, success, I'm getting Chariot, success. You are going to see what you need to see. You're going to be able to move forward. You're not stuck. This is never, it's not a forever energy. It's a temporary energy. I'm also getting the Sun, which is the ruler of your sign. So a lot of positivity showing up here, a lot of kind of recapturing yourself and your happiness and what happiness really looks like in a relationship for you. So let's get more around this person that's coming towards you. So because they're already coming towards you, this is not going to take very long at all. This could really be another Leo. I'm just getting a very strong sense here. So I'm getting the Hanged Man energy, which is where you are in your journey, but I'm getting that your person is on a different timeline. Not in a bad way. It's just that they have actually been through the Hanged Man. They may still be in a little bit of the Hanged Man, but what they're seeing is that path forward, and they're engaging with it. They're moving forward. They're coming towards you, because I'm getting the King of Wands with this energy. And so that King of Wands showing up here in this way says that they've been able to see the big picture. They're taking action against it. But because of the way your energy is coming through, and I'm getting a lot of similarities with your person, this may very well be either another Leo sun, if you're watching for your sun sign, or just strong Leo in their chart. I'm also getting the Queen of Cups here. And so that masculine and feminine integration that I'm saying needs to exist for you. That's something that you're working towards. This is something that has happened for them. This Queen of Cups is a feminine energy and a feminine sign. The King of Wands is a masculine energy and a masculine sign. So they've done their own internal growth. This is a lot of healing. I'm getting a lot of self-care, self-love, self-healing. And so they're on their way towards you. And by the time the two of you meet up, you're both going to be in this space. You're both going to be in that kind of grounded energy, that kind of in your own equilibrium. Anything else from a timing standpoint here? High Priestess, this is going to happen here at any time. It's going to depend on you and when you're able to kind of get yourself into that happier place. So it feels like just focusing on what really matters, taking a look at the big picture, and that compare and contrast is going to go a long way. So, Leo, this is your singles reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.